So one day I was at school and I was bored. And I'm not even lying, I was curious and I googled if Galactus, a big Marvel villain that eats planets for those who don't know, would ever be in the MCU. If anybody knows about the MCU right now, we're entering Phase 5 with Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania this week. So I googled my Galactus question, and although I didn't get my answer, I found an interesting piece of news. I found an article from Screen Rant that said that Marvel was right to cut a Galactus cameo from Thor Love and Thunder. It basically says that it wouldn't be best for such a big villain to appear in a Phase 4 movie. It even said how Galactus had a debut in 2007's non-MCU Marvel movie, Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. Following the lines of saying this version of the character received criticism for his limited screen time and lack of visibility. The failure to adapt Galactus properly is one of the reasons why his appearance in the MCU Phase 4 wouldn't work. So for those who haven't seen the Fantastic Four Silver Surfer movie, Galactus is in the movie, but you barely see him. You barely even see like a silhouette, which is what the article is referring to. They also said how Galactus would be used in the film. Based on unused storyboards for Thor Love and Thunder, Galactus would have made a brief cameo appearance in the movie. In the storyboards, Jane Foster is shown fighting various Marvel villains, with one panel depicting a confrontation with Galactus. It appears that the goal was to showcase Jane's powers as Thor after receiving Mjolnir, and having her defeat Galactus would certainly demonstrate her heroic accomplishments. So basically one of Marvel's ideas was to have Jane Foster fight Galactus. Yeah, I'm glad they cut this off the movie. Don't get me wrong, it'd be awesome if Galactus was in the MCU that early. However, I don't think that'd be the best way to introduce the character. Thor Love and Thunder was a movie where it tried to be funny, where the movie was set in a serious tone. Kind of, I guess. I don't think putting Galactus in a movie where some MCU fans thought the movie was mid would be the best idea. Plus, let's not forget the obvious that Galactus is known as a big Marvel villain, particularly to the Fantastic Four. I think for Galactus, he had to actually show up in the next Fantastic Four movie, which will be in the MCU in 2025. Or make him the next big bad of the MCU after Kang the Conqueror. Maybe making him have a small cameo in Secret Wars in a post-credit scene or something. Because here's the thing, Thanos was a great MCU villain because he made half the universe disappear. As for Kang, he's a multiversal villain where there are alternate versions of him. Also him being a powerful villain, which makes him a much bigger threat than Thanos. While there is also Galactus, who could just eat every planet in the universe, not caring at all for the people on those planets, also making him a bigger threat than Thanos, obviously. Possibly because the dude is huge. There's one example where I think Galactus had a right to be used in, and that is the Lego Marvel Superheroes game. I don't think there could be a villain other than Galactus where both heroes and villains have to join forces to fight this big dude. That's how much of a big villain this dude is. Also, if anyone is wondering, yes, I am using this due to nostalgia for playing this game since I was 6. Okay, back to the topic. I also found this article on Screen Rant where one of the producers for the new Fantastic Four MCU film was asked a question how Marvel can learn to use this version of the Fantastic Four and separate it from the original non-MCU Fantastic Four movie in 2005. And here's his full response. That's a good question. I don't presume that to know everything about that film. I'm not necessarily working on it, but one of the founding principles of Marvel, going back to Ant-Man and the casting of Tony, that I think was resonated through today, is to resemble the source material that these comics that have been around forever. They're older than me, and I'm guessing they're older than you too. They have been around for a while for reasons. So we lean into that. I think the world has changed a little bit. People understand that now. But in 2005, maybe there was a retessence. I can't say that. To fully embrace what it was. And everything, the embodiment of Galactus and things like that. Whatever form the story takes, whatever characters do or do not appear, that founding principle will be embraced and we'll welcome them in the MCU. I don't know if it's saying that Galactus could be in the new Fantastic Four movie, but that's what I'm gonna go with, so maybe take it with a grain of salt from me if you will. Honestly, all I can say now is I hope they can use Galactus right and make him the ruthless and powerful villain that he is in the MCU. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. If you like this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you're new, and follow me on Twitch if you can. And I'll see you guys next. Wait a minute. I got one more question. When's this dude coming to the MCU?